All right, guys, this is gonna be a little explanation video on what I did to my Palmetto Dagger slash Glock clone to get the FRT trigger and the Serpico performance trigger to work. All right, so we're unloaded here. So biggest thing I had to do is obviously everybody shaves down the trip. Well, I had to shave mine a lot. I shaved it as much as I could until it would barely function, and I actually shaved a little too much. I had to get a new trip. So you want to take as much off as you can to reduce tension against the barrel and the slide that causes the friction that locks up the function. And once you can take off as much as you can to reduce that, then you should be almost functional. But that was the biggest thing for me. It took a lot of trial and error. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't allow disassembly instructional videos, but it's pretty easy to do. You can figure it out, there's plenty online. So that trip right there, the other upgrade I did was I put a rubber bumper underneath that trip hammer that contacts the barrel. You can barely see it, but that's a rubber piece right in there. Used to be a spring underneath the trip. Now it's a piece of rubber. That reduces trigger slap in the felt slap of the trigger, and it also increases the amount of pressure on this trip that contacts the barrel. So the less on the trip, the better, but you don't want to take away too much to where it doesn't function, obviously. So find that sweet spot of shaved off metal to where it doesn't force the barrel up into the slide and cause that binding. And then that way you don't need a 22-pound spring. You can keep the factory spring that's in there and it will function. I'm gonna go test this again. I'll let you know how it goes. I'll put up another video soon. That's it, boys.